I'm going to go call the May 7th, 2020 Board of Selectmen meeting to order and start out with checklist during state of emergency. As chair of the Milton Board of Selectmen, I find that due to the state of emergency declared by the governor as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic and in accordance with the governor's emergency order number 12, this public body is authorized to meet electronically. There is no physical location to observe and listen contemporaneously to this meeting, which was authorized pursuant to the governor's emergency order. We are utilizing the following for this electronic meeting. 1. Conference call for people who don't have the means to join via computer. All members of the Board of Selectmen have the ability to communicate contemporaneously during this meeting through this platform, and the public has access to contemporaneously listen and, if necessary, participate in this meeting by dialing the toll-free number 844-855-4444, and upon the prompt, enter access code 145672 and push the pound sign, or by clicking on the following website address: https://join.freeconferencecall.com/MiltonTA. The online meeting ID is MiltonTA. If anyone has a problem joining the meeting remotely, please call 603-545-4956 or email miltonta@miltonnh-us.com. In the event the public is unable to access the meeting will be adjourned and rescheduled. Please note that all votes that are taken during this meeting shall be done by roll call vote. Let's start the meeting by taking a roll call attendance. When each member states their presence, please also state whether there is anyone in the room with you during this meeting.
Andy Rawson.
Matt Morrill.
Aaron Hutchings. We have a quorum.
And we have
Chief Kraus has joined us, along with the TA, Ernie Kraus. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Andy.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Public comment. Please note that because this is a business meeting and given the limitations of remote access and in accordance with the governor's emergency orders regarding public meetings and the stay-at-home order, the board will not be opening up public comment or discussion for business meetings. New business. Number 1, the acceptance of state and federal funding for the COVID-related activities under RSA's 21-P:43, appropriations and authority to accept services, gifts, grants, and loans, and 31:95-B, appropriation for funds made available during the year. Do you want to?
Sure. So you have Ben Chief here too, so he has knowledge of especially the first responder stipend program. But there are 3 sources of funding at this point. As a result of the funding that the governor received and is allocated out to different towns and cities across the state, our apportionment is $109,005. So what you're doing is voting to accept and expend this funding of an amount up to $109,005. We don't know if it's going to be that much, but she's just authorizing it, and we'll see what we actually do qualify for. And then the next one is up to $36,000 for first responder COVID-19 stipend program. That's under the Federal CARES Act. And then the last one is $4,288 in CARES provider relief funds to the ambulance account. And I did provide something that Nick, Chief Marique, had provided to me in terms of an explanation. Just briefly, it's these are coming from DHHS, and they're for lost revenues directly attributable to COVID-19. To the best of their knowledge, and again, this is NHMA Council, the awards appear to be limited to municipalities which provide ambulance services based on their share of the 2019 Medicare fee-for-services reimbursements, or targeted distributions that will focus on providers in areas impacted by COVID-19 outbreak. Rural providers and providers of services with lower shares of Medicare reimbursement, or who predominantly serve the Medicaid population and providers requesting reimbursement for the treatment of uninsured Americans. So, just because that one just kind of popped up on Chief Marique's radar, and he went in and did all the paperwork and certified receipt of the funds. So we just need to have you vote on each of these items, and I did provide a motion for you to do that. I don't know if the chief wants to add anything.
Unless they have questions. I'm just here if they have questions.
All right, I'll go ahead and make a motion to accept up to $109,005 from the Gopher funding, which is the Governor's Office for Emergency Relief and Recovery, allocated to the town of Milton for certain COVID-19 related expenses, and up to $36,000 for the first responder COVID-19 stipend program, which is part of the CARES Act in accordance with RSA 21-P:43, and the $4,288 in CARES provider relief, which has been deposited in the Milton Fire Rescue Ambulance account in accordance with RSA 31:95-B.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So Andy Rawson, aye. Matthew Morrow, aye. Aaron Hutchings, aye. Administrator comments?
Oh, you had a question. You were going to talk a little bit about the boat ramp and some availability, I think, tomorrow. So I think you might have talked to the recreation director directly about this.
Yeah, I was gonna do it under selectmen, but that's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. We had talked at our last meeting about opening up the boat ramp this weekend due to the weather conditions that we're supposed to be experiencing, which hopefully we will not, but it is gonna be cold anyway. Hopefully the snow will head north. It's probably in the best interest, there's no sense in paying somebody to go out there and sit. I think, are you in agreement?
Yeah.
Karen did say that she would be there at the beach tomorrow, working. So if anyone wanted to put their boat in, tomorrow during the day, she would be there for them to drop their boat in to go out to the lake. She's not gonna be there all day. She'll be there till sometime in the afternoon. So you wanna check with her beforehand to make sure that, you know, she's not gonna leave you locked up. Otherwise, you'll have to call the police department and have them come down and unlock you and get you out, which is a bit of a hassle. So please, when you go in, just check with Karen and let her know how long you're gonna be in there for. Let her tell you how long she's gonna be there for. But it does give you an opportunity to drop your boat in tomorrow. Everybody good with that?
Does that pose? Oh, yeah.
So I guess I have a question. You're just letting people launch their boats. You're not
Correct.
letting people park and stay
Correct.
at the beach.
And they can, as long as they're only gonna be there for a short period of time. Not sit at the beach, but put their boat in and go. Not hang out on the beach, correct? There is
beach.
no, right,
There's no beach access. There's
exactly.
no
It's
access, there's no
strictly
building access.
to launch,
Just
I mean,
launch.
right. So, and that's all I had.
I just want to thank the chief for allocating these funds for us. So, I appreciate it.
Selectmen comments?
I'm good, but it looks like the
I
chief
just
has
have one
something
more
to say.
thing that I'd like to remind the board. I don't know how many of you have been up by exit 18. Aaron, you and Andy may remember this. I don't think you'll remember it from last year, but you guys remember signing the documentation from the state saying they were going to be doing the work on the railroad tracks
Mhm.
north of exit 18. If you've taken a ride up 125 and you've taken a ride up north of 18, you've started to see the signs. They're just covered with trash bags right now. I don't know if they've changed their date on it. They haven't notified me that they've changed the date, but the date is coming up here pretty quick that they're gonna start that work.
Okay.
Once they do start that work, it's gonna push all traffic off of 16 from exit 18 and from the Union Lights onto 125, from the Union Lights to exit 18. So we're gonna have a very large increase of traffic there once they shut down that section of this fall.
And how long is that supposed to last?
I don't
Do you know
remember
the
exact
project?
dates. Do you remember?
I do not.
Yeah.
It wasn't a document that was sent to me as the
Okay.
police chief. It was sent to the board for the chairman to sign as an agreement to allowing the state to control that project.
Mhm.
The only thing we had sent back to them was we wanted a contact number from them in case we start having a huge traffic issue at the bottom of that ramp, that they needed to figure out a different plan at the bottom of that ramp.
Yeah. All right, no, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Andy, do you have any comments?
Nothing.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
This session is no longer
See you,
being
Chief.
recorded.